It is time to talk to business in Vancouver's Hayley Woodin about a couple of interesting stories that Vancouverites love to think about: real estate. Good morning, Hayley.
Good morning, Randine.
And the first story is about how much control foreign ownership plays in Canada, not necessarily in real estate, but StatsCan releasing some new numbers this morning.
That's right. We're always interested to know who owns what and how much of it do they own. So some new information from Stats Canada this morning. They're looking at information from 2005 through to 2014. Who owns what? The U.S. is the biggest player in our markets. They own, out of all countries outside of Canada, 50% of our assets here. That's followed by the U.K., who owns just over 13%. And then Germany. Out of all Asian countries, Japan has the largest share of our assets at just 4.4%. Now, when we look at how that control, the extent of that control has changed over that time period, it's actually remained relatively stable. So it hit a low between 2005 and 2014 of about 18.1% and a high of around 21.6%, or just over a fifth of our economy here in Canada. Now, when we look a little bit closer at that data, in 2014, finance and insurance saw 12% ownership by foreign countries. Manufacturing is a big one. About 50% of our manufacturing assets here in Canada are owned by other countries.
Wow, and 50% by the U.S. That's amazing. I had no idea. Okay, and then quickly, a developer is suing the city of Vancouver. Where and why?
So this is Concord Pacific, and they're suing the city of Vancouver over 601 Beach Crescent. This is in False Creek. Concord Pacific, very well known for developing that land all around it. They sold this parcel of land to the city in 1999. Now, the terms of that agreement were that Concord Pacific says they sold it to the city for charitable or welfare purposes. So, Randine, that likely means for social housing or to give the city options to build more affordable housing on that land. Now it's actually up again for sale by the city. They put it on the market in May, and Concord Pacific is suing them, alleging that this is going to allow developers to come in and build condo towers. Now it's a little too early to say what might happen there. Likely 20% of it would have to be made up of welfare housing, but Concord Pacific's not happy. They say they built around this area with the understanding that towers would not be placed there for commercial purposes.
Interesting. All right, Hayley, thank you so much.
Thanks, Randine.
Hayley Woodin from Business in Vancouver this morning.